We should implement our party's overall policy for resolving Taiwan question in the new era, uphold the One China principle and stick to 1992 consensus, promote peaceful development of cross-strait relations. We should resolutely oppose the interference of external forces and the secessionist activities of Taiwan independence. We should advance the cause of national rejuvenation and unification.
Well, Anurag Viswanath is a fellow at the Institute of Chinese Studies, and she joins us now live from Singapore. Welcome to TRT World. So tell us, Anurag, have any of the big decisions that have been announced by China surprised you?
Well, China, there is always continuity in China. This terminology that, Xi Jinping just spoke about national security and about stability, this has always existed in China, Mao Zedong to Xi Jinping. However, given the current geopolitical situation, America's characterization of China as a challenge, American pivot in Asia, America's relations with several countries in Southeast Asia, political conflict in the South China Sea, Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, and of course, Northeast Asian Peninsula, North Korea, he has rejigged, reformulated, re-emphasized national security to mean regime stability, and of course, stability for economic development. So this terminology has always been there because China is not a spontaneous power. It's a very carefully calibrated power.
And as you say, continuity will be there. So now we have the duo Xi Jinping and his premier Li Qiang. What does the new premier bring to the table?
Well, the new premier was the party secretary of Shanghai. And Shanghai, as you know, is China's economic center. In fact, he was the party secretary during Shanghai's lockdown. And the fact that, he has managed Shanghai puts him in a very good position to manage China as well.
And tell us, are we going to see a bolder China on the international stage, or a different one? Because during that meeting, we already saw the Iran-Saudi rapprochement mediated by China. And of course, tonight there'll be a meeting on the AUKUS agreement between the UK, the US and Australia. How much of a test will that be also?
Well, the implication of national security, it's a very comprehensive term. It actually has, it actually means internal security, so cyber security, espionage, but it also means external security. So China is looking to fortify itself as with security as the key bedrock of development, as Xi Jinping said. But this is, again, nothing new because Xi has been talking about national security since 2013 with the institution of the National Security Commission. In 2014, it was the Comprehensive National Security. And in 2021, the National Security Strategy was introduced. So national security has always been there. It's just being re-emphasized to give the regime stability, to make stability very critical for economic development, because right now China has run into roadblocks as it is stepping out of the post-COVID situation. There is a great deal of unemployment, 17% end of December 2022, and of course the economic growth has hit all-time low. It's the lowest in the past 3 decades.
Thank you so much, Anurag Viswanath, speaking to us from Singapore, fellow at the Institute of Chinese Studies. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.